What's happening, boys? ZwebackHD bringing you another player review. This time we are looking at man of the match, Jordi Alba. And y'all ain't ready for this one. But before we get into that, this is a box of Pampers right here. If you click it, you will subscribe to my channel. And what do you get if you subscribe? You get pink slips, you get player reviews, and a bunch of other great series I have planned for FIFA 14. So stay tuned, and let's get right into the episode. By the way, guys, I dressed up for you. This is the first time I ever wore a collared shirt. It's pretty fly, if I might say so myself. So to the player review, let's go though. So getting right into it, boys, we've got a 4-3-3 all-Spanish squad. Fernando Torres up front with the two sporting wingers on the sides. Cesc Fabregas is anchoring the midfield, and Jordi Alba is just going to do some damage on the defense. So, guys, getting right into it, I mean, wow, this guy is freaking phenomenal. You know, I got him for about 167K. His current price is around 160. In the event that I win my pink slip match, I will be hoping to sell him for a profit or break even. That's really the most I can hope for with my pink slip series. But guys, we're not talking about pink slips right now. We're talking about Jordi Alba, and this guy is an absolute stud, guys. So really quickly, Xbox 160K, PS3 211K, and PC 1 billion, aka 750,000. I mean, the prices are jacked up, but let's not talk about that. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 170 centimeters is his height, and then if we're looking at his attacking work rate, it is high, defensive work rate is medium. And guys, EA decided to boost up his offensive stats because he scored 2 goals as a left back, and they're trying to send a message that defensive players can score goals, and that is what this guy can do. If you're checking out the highlight cam, you'll notice that there are some impressive shots that this dude was able to take. That is due to the fact that they boosted his long shot from 64 to 80. That is a huge increment, and these shots are long. Some of these shots I took were outside the box, and sometimes even 5 to 8 meters outside the box. So some of the other key attributes that have really popped out, I call these pop traits. Agility is up to 95 from 89, speed is 93 up from 90, acceleration is 94 up from 91, his pace is 92 now, it was 90. So they are really trying to send a message that a defensive player can play offense. I know I mentioned that already, but ball control just furthers that right there. 86 up from 80, curve 96 up from 77, dribble 87 up from 81, and that long shot, boys, 80 up from 64. I mean, that is a drastic improvement, and the finishing is not elite, but it's 79 up from 63. So you'll be able to see from a couple of the goals I score here, he can finesse it in, crossing 93 up from 84. So those are the big traits. Those are all the positives. Now the one negative is he can become a liability. You know, he's going to be traveling up front. He's got that high attacking work rate. So if you bring him up, he's going to stay up. So you're going to want to make sure that you're aware of his positioning on the field at all times, because you don't want to be caught with him up front if you're going up against a high attacking team. You want some defensive comrades that can support him. But guys, this guy absolutely flies. Again, it's a positive that he has all these offensive attributes now, but it can also be a negative if you're not prepared for it on defense. So as we went over before, his attacking work rate is high, his defensive work rate is medium. So depending on how you view those two things, they can be both a positive and a negative. I personally had no problems defending regardless of the work rate. He just gets back there in a flash, and before you know it, he's up there creating offensive opportunities. Now, if we're talking about price 160, you know, again, it's all in the eye of the beholder. All these man of the match, you know, team of the season players, you know, someone that's a fan of Jordi Alba, someone that's a Barcelona fan, will spend 50, 60K extra on a player they wouldn't have normally bought, you know. Everyone goes crazy for man of the match. Everyone goes crazy for team of the season and informed players. So really, a lot of it is going to come down to particular preference. Now, I will say, regardless of if you're a man of the match, team of the season fanboy, the 160K that you're going to be paying for Jordi Alba, you're getting a unique player. I mean, they don't pump him out quite like this. This is a left back that can play essentially an offensive role, and freaking efficiently so at that. I mean, I'm not one of those guys to over exaggerate, but I scored some of the best goals I've ever scored with this guy, and he's a left back. So really, as always, it really comes down to preference. How much are you willing to spend for your favorite player? Guys, so I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope it brings some clarity as to whether or not you need this guy on your team, you want this guy on your team. But anyway, I hope I was able to entertain you. Actually, there was a header there that you're not going to see Jordi Alba do that often, but they did boost his heading a little bit. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who you guys want to see next in the player review. And as always, looking forward to bringing you guys new content. Cheers.